fuck?
Oh, dude, a couple black dudes called me the N-word a couple months ago, dude, and it was like
That kind of brightens your day a little.
I felt, you know, I was like, you promise? You know, I didn't know what to say.
That's so cool. Thank you, guys.
I like, say it again, man.
It's cool when you guys do it. We like it.
I remember when I was young, somebody was throwing rock. Me and my buddy were fishing. It was a black friend of mine who's, I think, in jail for murder now, man, my friend Devin. But we're fishing, and some racist white dude or somebody racist who looked white from where we were was up on these train tracks, starts throwing rocks at us.
Really?
And yelling the N-word, right? And so I jump out and I'm like, not me, dude. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least I could.
Yeah, don't get me.
Yeah,
You're getting the wrong
crazy.
guy. You're going to hit me with a rock.
The women, did y'all see some of them?
Nice, babe. It's rare. But if you see a hot Amish chick, it's like, damn. That's my queen.
Yeah.
She's in a beautiful flowery dress.
Yeah.
No one's touched her.
Oh.
What a sweet angel.
You know, like I feel like, and you could use anything to get some excitement. You could be like, hey, let's, you know, have you ever done this? And you just do like the Dougie for him or something, you know? You just do like some, like, have you ever done the Soldier Boy? You just do something like that. Just
you do something crazy that they've never seen. They've never even seen it. You're incredible. This is going to be a hit. This is a hit.
Yeah, it could be anything.
Fucking hit.
Yeah. Like
the Soldier Boy hit that.
Even if you just do this.
Dude, smash hit.
And they're like, oh my God.
I've never even thought of doing that.
Yeah. I just think some of the ways you could hit on Amish women would be insane, dude.
For sure.
Or if you did this thing, you know, like, you know.
They might burn you. They might burn you.
You might get lit up.
You do the Soldier Boy, they might burn you.
Oh, yeah.
It's awesome.
Well, and also, I wonder what happens if they see the horses having sex. Does that set, you know, is that an awkward time for everybody, I wonder?
I bet they don't give, I think they're like, great, more horses.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I think they're
not thinking of it like us, like porn.
They're not like, dude, he's fucking the shit out of that horse. That's awesome. I wish I could do that.
It's not like Mardi Gras in New Orleans. You see, there's a video of Mardi Gras in New Orleans. Like, there's a cop on a horseback and another cop on, and the one horse starts,
the cops
are still on him. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Which I think is the gayest thing you can. It's almost bestiality too. If you're riding shotgun on a horse fuck, who are you? You notice God still know you? That's the part that really gets me.
I like the Civil War, though.
Ooh.
The American Civil War. I love it. Yeah, bro. Bro, what would you be doing?
I mean,
you just get done committing an atrocity. You're not going to want to have some sex?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we had a guy that lived across the street from us named Brad, and I think he killed his mother, who was our favorite lunch lady, Annie. Dude, and we loved her, dude.
Yeah.
And she, like, one of her hands shook or both of them shook. And she would, like, get the food, and it was just...
Dude, your whole town got murdered.
Oh, bro, it was such a risky... Waiting for the food to get to your plate. It was like one of those guys that used to drive the dynamite trucks back in the day, you know, on the rocky roads. It was just unbelievable.
Really?
And then the grandson kid, like,
he got sick of it.
Well, I think they thought that if they killed her, they were going to get the apartment. And they didn't get it.
No, the landlord kept it.
Somebody else
the landlord was like, that's not how this works, dude.
Yeah, dude. Just bad fucking...
This isn't fucking medieval times.
Yeah, it was just a lot of...
kill him and be the heir to this apartment.
Yeah, just bad organization, man. But yeah, dude, I can't believe that. The Civil War would have been insane. Dude, I have had these dreams where I go like undercover boss into like, I don't want to say slavery, but like I'm like an undercover boss, like in a... like amongst like a slaves, you know, slave group or something. I don't know what they, like, I don't know what the correct term is, you know, but I always have these dreams where I go undercover, that show Undercover Boss or something like that.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, okay. Yes, I get it. Sorry. It took me a while. I was just worried about where this was going. Yeah. So you're saying you would want to be a plantation owner that's like undercover bosses.
No, I'm not saying anything like that. Okay. What I'm saying.
Dude, he used to shit differently.
Uh-huh.
In high school, he would shit different. He would come up a different way to take a shit. And me and all my friends would come in and watch him. Like sometimes he would hold himself up from the top of the stalls and drop it in.
Oh, yeah.
He would plank at the top with his ass down.
Ooh.
We got in trouble. A teacher came in. It was like, what the fuck is going on? He was holding himself up. His face was dark red because it was so hard to do, dude. It was hard to do. It was so hard. He would drop like one drop out. We'd be like, yo, let's go. People were screaming. A math teacher came in. It was like, what the fuck are you guys doing? Get out of here. We all had to run.
You're like, divide this bitch. And he's just shitting. Yeah, dude. There is something amazing. Shit is like such magic because it's like you can just make shit come out of your body. It's almost like doing magic, you know? I've told this story. He'd make me bury the poops in his yard. And so I was always over there, you know, shoveling around. And his yard had a lot of silt. I think it was like alluvial soil.
Okay.
So I was always over there, you know, moving, you know, and sometimes you get too many in one area, he'd make you move them to another area.
You gotta move the bodies.
Oh, like I'm John Wayne Gacy or something. Like, oh, that was a nightmare. And then,
it's a good friend. Like, how did he talk you into that? Or
he's one of those kids that didn't even blink. He was just had like sheer electricity going through him.
I need you to come over to my house.
Yeah. Well, if he's like, if you want to hang out here, you're gonna do this. Mm-hmm. And I was a kid, you know, so I remember getting a lot of looks at, you know, at that kind of work. And
yeah, you could judge for that.
Bro, when your teacher would come over and lean over to tell you something, you would see an edge of a fucking tit. I would almost throw my dick off of my body.
It was crazy.
I couldn't handle the pressure.
We had a lady that was like 70. She was like 70 years old. Huge tits. Great tits. But looking back at it, it's like, damn, that's crazy. I was horny for that lady every day for like 4 years. Every day, I'd just stare at this lady's old giant tits.
Yes. Yeah, and teachers would try to dress as unseductive as possible.
Which made it even hotter, dude. Give me that. I need to see that.
Yeah. I want that B- tit.
I don't mind that. I like a good, totally covered woman.
Yeah, me too.
That makes me even more horny.
See, that's why I could really see you. I could almost see you look like an attractive Amish woman if you had the bonnet on and the full regalia.
I look like fucking Rosie O'Donnell in League of Their Own.
Oh, and you're in the desert, dude, doing partying or drinking anything in the day. It's like twice as hard on you.
Yeah, you wake up, it's just like, oof.
I used to be able to hear my eyes click open because they were so dry when I'd be so dehydrated out in the desert. And they would click open. Bring up the big boss man. I think you look a little bit like this guy. People bring that up a lot.
Big boss man's son. I see that.
Yeah, I could bring up that. If you look up big boss man, policeman, wrestling.
Yeah, I do look like the big boss man.
But it's funny that we look through things as a lens with racism, not because at the time it didn't seem racist. It's not like
we didn't know, but
my black friends wouldn't not watch wrestling. Yeah, it'd be
like Farouk would be out there, and the big boss man would come out with a fucking stick, a police stick.
Yeah.
Hit him.
I mean, I think there's certain
like, holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, you don't want to play this in Minneapolis. You don't want to play a lot of Big Boss Man reruns. You know, there's certain places you want to do stuff.
What would his finishing move?
The Big Boss Man? I don't know what he would do.
Yeah.
When you were young. Oh, do you remember the first man you ever saw that could have been homosexual or anything like that? And you guys were kind of shocked by it.
I guess I didn't know because it was priests. But I knew something was weird. I just figured it was because he was a priest.
Oh,
he like spoke with an effeminate voice.
Oh, dang.
But I remember being a kid and being like, maybe it's just because he's a priest, he's different.
Oh, yeah, like God loves him so much that he just has so much love in him that some of it's coming out towards men. Or more of it than usual. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that was it. How about you? The first guy you saw that you were like, damn, definitely.
Well, they had a mentally handicapped guy in our town, and people would be like, that guy's gay, you know, and he was mentally handicapped. But nobody knew because he rode like a woman's bicycle. And so people were always yelling gay at him and stuff like that. But he was mentally handicapped, you know? And he would kind of come by the school a lot, but I think he was like child-minded.
Yeah.
So he would just try to be by the school and stuff like that and be friends with other boys, and he wasn't gay at all. He was just, his genetics were gay, I guess,
or whatever. Like that.
You know, he was straight, but he was just mentally unwell.
I had two guys like that. I had one guy, he used to ride a tricycle around. It was sick. He had a tricycle with a customized license plate on the front with his name on it.
What was he would
try
Henry?
to get you. It was John. He would try to get you. He would come up and be like, do you like pancakes?
Ooh.
You'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, you want to put pancakes in my pants? And be like, dude, John, what are you doing? Like, I wasn't even afraid as a kid.
I'm going to use that.
Like, I was just like, this guy's wild.
Yeah.
I didn't even think that it was like he was trying to rape.
But
I don't know if he was. I don't think he was. I think he was just having fun.
Breakfast lover.
Saying wild stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't want to put that on his name. I think he was just riding his trike around talking shit to people, which is a pretty good life.
Oh, dude, if you're living like that, I think living large, it's definitely one way to go.
Getting a tricked out tricycle.
Yeah.
If you're a mentally handicapped man and someone hooks you up with that,
yeah,
and then you just get to ride around and say whatever you want to like kids.
Oh yeah.
No one had a problem. You go up to kids and they'd be like, "That's John, dude. He's wild."
Yeah, he's wild. Yeah. Remember that before everybody was a creep. It was like that guy's wild.
He's wild. He has a good time.
Yeah,
he's just riding around a tricycle through a neighborhood.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if we had like a guy. I mean, we had some pedos and stuff as I got a little bit older, or alleged guys, you know.
Yeah. I always gave it pass to the mentally handicapped pedos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can't be mad at them.
Well, I'm sure and I've heard of this, that there's a lot of guys who would let mentally handicapped guys jack them off or do sexual stuff.
That's not great.
Yeah. No, but to like.
For
them
to get it out.
No, for them, like the guy wanted to. So it's like to help them, I hate to say to help them out, but it's like,
yeah,
the guy wants to so bad and you are trying to help the mentally unwell, I guess. Now that I say it out loud, it sounds fucking crazy.
That's totally crazy. Someone was hold on. Someone was like, I think this mentally handicapped guy's horny. I'll take care of it, guys.
No, I'm going to let him masturbate me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. Fuck, man. Fuck, people are fucked up. I didn't even think about that. I always thought like, yeah, man, I totally see what you're saying. But now that I really put it on, put pen to paper. You'll see in the urban community, they do a lot of human taxidermy. You've seen that recently. A lot of that stuff's been put out there, like a brother, have him standing by the door at his own funeral.
At his funeral? Yeah, that's awesome.
It's just pretty live,
just
man.
Putting a blunt in his fucking hand.
Yeah.
That's a good way.
Black people do pretty dope shit like that. Like, black people are hella fearless, I think, when it comes to death. White people are a lot more, like, traditional with it, I think.
Yeah.
And black people sometimes will get a lot more avant-garde,
sure. Like those African funerals? Those dudes are holding the casket, like, dancing and shit.
Yeah, shit's so hype.
It's a decent way to go.
Fuck.
Yeah,
do you notice different loves as you get older?
Yeah, definitely. Like, the first time you fall in love, it's, like, crazy. I was in college. I was, like, I was such a fucking weirdo. I was, like, emailing. I was, like, emailing her. Should we get in a fight? I'd be at work after. I'd be like, you motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Sending, like, crazy, it was.
Because email was like, it was almost like a text message back then.
Yeah.
There was no.
And I'd have to check my emails, see if she got back.
Oh.
She didn't. I'd send another email.
That'd be the worst. I went to a basketball game once and like gave a flower to a girl at the game, like when she was in the stands.
I think I did that.
And it was like, people were yelling queer. People were yelling the N word, dude. I think
I'd be on your ass.
Like it was like.
If I saw a dude do it.
Yeah.
Even though I have done it. Yeah. If I saw someone else giving a flower to a girl, I'd be like, pussy. Yeah. It'd be so fun.
I think I even yelled pussy.
Yeah, it got sucks.
Bro, it was so crazy. And I had so much acne at the time. I was afraid to move my face because I thought a lot of the acne would pop out of my skin.
That's crazy.
Oh, dude. They had, I remember I used to work with this one guy named Thomas, and he sent this girl this, like the biggest cinnamon cake ever. And I'm like, what is a cinnamon cake, first of all? And
what a risk.
Oh,
what
horrible
insane
risk. And she thought he was insane.
Yeah.
He sent it to a bar she worked at. So she gets to her bar shift, and there's a huge
like
sheet
somebody
cake.
sent you this. Do you know Thomas?
Yeah.
She's like, barely. You got me a cake? And he has to sit there waiting. Like, I wonder how this is going. He's probably loving that fucking cake. He just gets a text like, "Never call me again." Fuck. Sitting back, launching a cake and sitting back and being like, "This is gonna go well," and then never hearing from the woman again.
Yeah,
just drop it. You forget about it.
And now you can't even go to the bar anymore.
Oh, never again.
That's the craziest
Never
part.
again. That bar's gone.
Yeah.
You got to burn it down. Yeah. You got to go that night and set fire to it.
Oh, man. I'm trying to think of anything of another time.
I wrote a poem to a girl once.
Oh, definitely.
In like 7th grade.
Yes.
This is the worst part. This is one of the most embarrassing things I've ever done.
Yeah.
It keeps me up at night today. I wrote a Bible verse on the back of it and gave it to her. And my friends found it before she got it. Or she got it and gave it to my friends. It was like, look how weird this dude is. I walked into school the next day and my buddy was holding it. And I was like, dude, I'll fight you. Teary-eyed. I was like, don't show that to anyone.
Oh, and he already had?
Of course.
Oh.
Of course. Disaster, bro.
Damn.
A Bible verse.
Which one was it, you remember?
Yeah, it was fuck. It's so bad, dude. It was like Song of Songs. It's like a love book.
Oh yeah.
It's a book of the Bible that's about like people falling in love.
Yeah.
Bad, dude. 6th grade, I was like, I love God.
Yeah.
I loved being Catholic in 6th grade.
God is my
was
girlfriend,
1 year.
dude. That guy. I remember that guy had a shirt at
It
our
took
school.
a lot for me to tell you that.
Oh, dude, well, I'll tell you, I used to steal a fucking child's bike from my neighbor's yard, and I would bike over to this girl's house. It was like 4 miles, right?
Yeah.
In the middle of the night.
Ooh,
To go over there and like just kind of suck on her breast for a while.
that's fucking great.
Yeah, but then I have to bike all the way back. Bro, it would take
I'll do that today, dude.
the whole
I'll bike 4 miles to suck tits. Are you crazy? My
Yeah.
story, your story was awesome.
Oh, yeah.
My story was the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. You rode a bike to suck tits?
Yeah.
That shit's awesome. How old were you? Oh, you were young? That shit's awesome.
No. Well, I was probably, 15.
Bro, that's as good as it gets.
Yeah. God. And those tits were good back then.
Yeah.
Remember how good a tit was
Child
back then?
tits?
Oh. If you were a child.
Yeah, of course.
Bro, child on child tits?
What was that, dude? Right when they got tits? You were like, dude, she's got the biggest tits in the class. She's a whore. Like, you'd be like, dude, that slut with the huge tits.
Yeah. Oh, look
You
at
had
this.
no idea what being a whore was. You're like, it's just
Nobody
whoever has
knew
the biggest
anything.
tits is a whore.
Oh, I remember I called my bus driver a dildo. I heard the term and I didn't know what it was. And I was
Yeah.
like, you're such a dildo. And then I had to go to the principal's office. And the principal beat us. That's back when they used to beat
He
you.
could hit you.
You know? Oh, yeah.
They probably kept that going in Louisiana for a while, right?
I think they stretched it out.
Yeah, they went a little late, dude.
Yeah.
They got to like the Obama administration.
Yeah, it was
They were still
definitely extra innings
Yeah.
on that. But I remember going to the principal's office, man, and he would freaking he'd rattle. He had that big
Yeah,
piece
dude,
of
they had
wood on him.
paddles.
Yeah.
I remember the principals had paddles.
Yeah. It's what gave them a lot of their power too,
Yeah.
I felt like.
Now they're fucking.
Yeah,
what are you
do
gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Yeah. I'm Italian.
Yeah.
They don't have any real
They
power.
have nothing.
It's-
That's awesome. I mean, I can see how that worked.
yeah.
Having a fucking stick behind your desk, threatening to hit a child.
Did y'all have different like cliques and stuff at y'all's school?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, regular cliques. Although it was a Catholic school, so you couldn't. We had a uniform, so it was hard to really express yourself.
Yeah.
But the goths found their way.
Yeah.
They'd hit you with like some eyeliner or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, everybody was wearing the same fucking thing.
Oh.
I actually liked it.
Yeah. I mean, I
don't
hated
really
having
change.
to have
I've worn this
clothes.
jersey for 3 days.
Yeah.
It's good.
I did see it before. It's good.
I wore. It was the first time I wore it last time,
Oh, good.
and I've wanted to wear a jersey for a long time,
And you did.
and now I'm doing it.
Yeah. I'm glad you did.
I'm overdoing it though. So
Oh, dude, I'll
Yeah.
tell you this. One night, so I talked about this girl I met at a coffee shop who I tried to like, it got so embarrassing and I'd ordered this omelet or whatever. And then I'd still sit there and eat it, even though like I had like, I tried to ask her out, but I think I didn't get the words right. And she said something and I couldn't even hear it. And then I got nervous and just walked away. And so then I'm just sitting there with this omelet and just the pain of just sitting there eating the omelet. And it's just me
you're
and
not
her.
hungry at all.
Oh.
You're just getting rid of it.
The only reason I went there was to talk to her, and I couldn't do it all right. Anyway, the next time I go back in there, it was like 3 months later, after everybody had eaten the cinnamon cake, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, people called here, and even called my boss."
Shit.
And I was like, "Wow, that's crazy. That's awesome, though."
Yeah.
They're like, "You never should have divorced the Rat King." That's what they said. I'm like, "Divorced."
Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy.
So, that's pretty hype, dude. That's wild. Well, shit, man. I know you got a tour going on.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to keep this thing alive any longer than it feels like it
Bro,
needs.
I'm so hot.
I feel
I'm
bad,
so
bro.
hot, dude.
Dude,
No,
congrats on all your success, man.
Thank
And
you.
where can people, if they haven't seen your tour, they want to come see you?
ShaneMGillis.com.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Yeah, go check out Shane if you haven't seen him. You know, there's just nothing like him. I think there's nothing like watching somebody who's having so much fun.
Thanks.
And that's what I noticed when I'm watching you, man. And yeah, thanks for coming and hanging out, man. I appreciate it.
You're the man.
Gang,
Thanks.
baby.
Now I'm just floating on the breeze, and I feel I'm falling like these leaves. I must be cornerstone.